everybody, and welcome back to the Reef. So today I wanted to show you what my process is for kind of trying to feed, getting difficult fish to feed. So the trick is you just offer the same stuff over and 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 see what they will take. So already today, as you see floating around, I've offered LRS their Nano Reef mixture. So it's the same formulation as their regular mixture, just blended better, more like ground up more for smaller mouths. He did not accept that. He didn't want it. He picked it like one item from that, so let's see. Next, I just threw in some reef plankton. He definitely started to show some interest in it. His dorsal spine went up, and he is like actively on the prowl, but he was doing that even for the LRS that he ended up not being interested in. So what we've got to figure out, so not so much figure out, so again, tomorrow I will just give him and offer him this. Same two options. What you can try is, once they are eating something, you can try mixing the new food that you want them to try to take with that, what they already take, in hopes that, you know, some of the flavoring will get onto that other food and entice them to bite at it. Then they'll taste that it is in fact good to eat, and voila, they're eating another prepared food. The goal, the key is, you know, just being consistent with it, and God, I love his dorsal spine. And eventually, with habit and repetition, they'll get used to something, and hopefully they'll pick at it. So he's actively hunting right now because he smells food, right? He just isn't seeing anything that he particularly wants. I will still, so this doesn't mean like don't feed him what he wants. So I'll feed him twice a day. One feeding will be this kind of food, something that I want him to eat, or a mixture of what I want him to eat with what he does want to eat, and and then the second feeding will be everything of just what he is already eating and wants. That feeding will obviously be a little larger because I want him, sorry, one more. That obviously will be a little bit larger of a feeding because I want him to kind of fill his belly up with what he is already eating and wants. On top of today, I also I also changed out the CO2 absorbing media for the CO2 scrubber. And that's really it. That's all I've done. I'm just really working with him. And if you look really close, there's still I still don't see any spots. I don't see any marks. He still looks great. So I'm kind of leaning towards the idea that we're not going to quarantine him, or we're going to do just kind of some abridged version of the tank transfer method. I would prefer to get him eating more than just one food, even though he is eating exceptionally well. I would rather have more than just one option. So I'm going to work on this a little bit more, and I'll check in another day or so, and we'll see where we're at. Okay.